start doing some undercuts here. Wait, let's straighten this out first. Now, of course, I still want to leave that alone because I think we'll be all right because it's going to go in this. The broom is going to go in this direction here. Cleaning up, straightening up, there's still quite a bit. So I want to get this ball started here. Just a little more rounder. Kind of setting the precedence as to how we're going to pull the coat out. We need to make the bottom ball a little bit smaller because I want this to come out more too. Just a little bit. There we go. Like this. See, that's the reason why I didn't want to put that in yet. Another reality check at the bottom here. See how I'm starting to separate the ball with the coat. And again, what's going to happen is that this is the thicker part. So we're going to be rounding this way. We can probably, let's do a round of that here. One round of rounding at the bottom, which we will. There goes the dollar mark. Look at it separating now. Okay, I want to clean the bottom a little bit. A little bit of cleaning. A little bit, a little bit. Now I'm going to start doing some undercutting here. We'll start with the back. You want to practice. I always practice on the back. Do the first one in the back because we screwed up. It's in the back. Look how that comes out. So that kind of comes out like that extra. her out of the way. Let's put a little more roundness at the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and, first I'll let you look at it there. It bugs me when there's a little chip in there. Okay, let's go ahead and put, as I was just saying, put this in. Now I will paint the buttons on. I don't have to, I mean, if you want to put some buttons on, you can go right ahead some way. Now I'll put a little, I want to open the coat up a little bit. Open up the coat a little bit. The chip comes right out of there. And then I want to use the knife to just give it an extra open sharpness. And of course I am not perfect with the, I don't want a straight line, I want kind of a little extra character. Another reality check. Oh, careful I don't have those connect there. Now I am going to shut her down and get that hole drilled and see about getting maybe kind of a pattern for the broom there. Now what I did with the broom is actually, that's a dowel, or actually that is actually a sushi, what do you call it, a Chinese stand, what do you call that, that you get it, you know, you get it the Chinese buffet or something like that. Well, it's clean, it's brand new. What do you call it? Skewer, that's it. And I actually just took a piece of scrap wood that was kind of shaped like it and saw it to make it shape, and just took the V-tool to it and put the hole there. But I'll talk a little bit more about it. Just thought I'd let you know. And of course, same with the nose, is I took a dowel and I just rounded it off. This particular one is, and it's going to be about 3/8. That's what I believe this is, 3/8. I'll let you know which one I use. Until then, I think the head might need to get a little more thinner. I'm not sure. And again, it needs a lot of cleaning up, and there's still quite a bit of detailing to do too. Okay, I drilled the hole. Now the hole size is basically, well, it's the large skew that I use. You can use a dowel at any size that you want. This is probably just slightly less than, See, this dowel here is a 3/16. You can probably have used a 3/16 instead. But I used a skew. In a 3/16 I use, it's going to be for the nose. No, that's not Pinocchio. And what I did is I took a piece of wood, a larger piece of wood, and drilled the hole in first. And then after I drilled the hole in, then I cut around it because I thought it was going to be too small. So let's get kind of going on this broom here. Now that I got this shaped pretty well here, all I have to do is mostly take saw marks off. The fingers out of the way, cut fairly. That's one of the things that I tell people that help when it comes to preventing cuts, is you only focus on what you are going to carve. Now that you just don't put the knife in and then cut as hard as you can. It's just I'm going to go down and come back a little bit. That's what I'm going to do. And you still want to have a glove on. So I just kind of cleaned it up. I'm going to take the chisel. I'll pencil this in now that I want to have this. Take a little 2 bands around here. Maybe 1 band is probably enough. This is the band that holds everything together. And so we just, not so much the band, it's probably the string. And it's just relatively, you do this to it, Make sure you're careful about your finger. It's kind of hard to do this. See, I'm only going so far, like I mentioned. And it's a broom, and this is supposed to be like a scraggly broom because, I guess the understanding would be that if you bring a broom out to your snowman, you don't want them to have your best broom. So it's okay to be kind of scraggly. And then I come up here and do this to it. Now you could just probably leave it as is, or you can go a little deeper. Sometimes, I might like to take the knife and just go a little deeper here and there. Probably even at spots that I didn't even take a chisel to. And I'll do a couple of them. See here, I'm turning my knife there. I should be turning the carving instead of the knife. So do a couple of those and a couple of these. So it doesn't look too uniform. Oops, wrong way. Little of this and little of that.